The Could Be Better podcast network is sponsored in part by the Frederick Let There Be Rock School. Let There Be Rock School, located in Frederick, provides a world-renowned music lesson program and an unparalleled after-school rock and roll community center. Listeners can now get their first lesson free when you tell them Could Be Better sent you. Visit www.frederickrockschool.com and click the contact button in the top right-hand corner of the page to get yourself started.
Again, listeners of the show get their first lesson free if you tell them Could Be Better sent you. It's not too late or too early to learn your favorite Olivia Rodrigo, Dragon Force, or the Black Keys song. So go now to www.frederickrockschool.com and reach out today for your first free lesson. Cool. Welcome to the Could Be Better podcast. I'm here with my best friend, Colin McGuire, and this is number three of the Could Be Better sessions brought to you by Old Mother. This is our friend and most recurring member of the podcast, I believe, of the show, Andrew Bromhal of Silent Old Mtns. These are the songs we've teased you about for weeks and weeks and weeks, people. Are you excited?
I have to ask you, Chris, you said they performed these songs live and in color at Old Mother Brewing a week or two ago from when we are taping this. Did he have a full band play these songs, or was it just the acoustic songs?
No, it was full band. It was all 10 and a half of them. It was insane. And it was super special. And the best 3 days, like the whole thing is like, it's just so good.
Is that what it's called? The best 3 days?
No, I don't know I don't know any of the songs.
I think it's called like the best day or something.
I think he said, here's a new one. And then they played it. So I really don't know if there's a name, but,
I'm looking now. I'm looking at the files I have, but I can't.
But yeah, it was special to, I mean, we've all people that are local to the area and go to local shows and enjoy local music have seen at least one occurrence of the Silent Old Mtns, and it is a special thing to see that set, but it is also special to see new songs because Andrew said it during that show, that doesn't happen super often. So it was special for us to be able to capture this in the studio. It was special for me to see that live at Old Mother, and being able to have both of those is just a really special thing. So this was one of my favorite recordings that we've done so far this year.
I remember the night we did this. I sent you a preliminary mix immediately, and I sent one to him. I also sent these two songs to, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 other people. I was so pumped on them, and I'm still so pumped on them. So I hope they come through here. I mean, look, I know you love Silent Old Mtns. I love Silent Old Mtns. When you look at the songwriting ability, though, that Andrew has, these acoustic performances really bring that out, don't you think?
Yeah, it's simple. The visual that you and I will only ever have is being able to sit watching Andrew sit in your desk chair and like lean into the microphone attached to your thing and just sing these songs, and whatever he tells you, it's a lie. He did play both these songs only twice, and he nailed them both times. It was amazing. It was amazing. But being able to see him just like close his eyes and just play the song with other 2 grown men sitting on a bed, just watching him, was really, truly something special.
It really was, though. It was like the most magical thing you can come across.
You can't even pay for this. Like, you can't even get this anywhere else. We got that for free, and a once in a lifetime experience. I mean, maybe his wife gets that experience, but like nobody else does.
No, the way that he talked. I mean, he talked about his raising his children, his child, his everything, and I would think that it's possible he's just sitting on the side of a bed playing acoustic guitar to his family, playing these beautiful songs that are just so hard. Like I will never forget this. I will never forget it. That night, I had flattened those and put them on my phone, and I laid in my bed and I put these two songs on repeat, and I just sat there and I listened, and I texted people. I'm sure, I know I texted you a lot of lovey-dovey things, and I'd it's just one of those things that really moves you. I hope that if you stick around to listen to these, you will feel the same. I mean, these are very raw. The recordings are very raw and very personal.
What type of monster just listens to our show for just the intro and doesn't listen to the guest?
Well, in this case, for these types of episodes, hopefully you're coming for the performance and not us, because we have nothing valuable to say except right now we have not, I don't think we've said this. It's Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yeah, happy Turkey Day.
It's, what do you think? What are you doing?
Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna pretend like we're here in live time. I just finished up uh eating food, and I will switch into sweatpants here shortly and then continue to eat food. And then maybe fall asleep watching who's playing today? Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys, right? Every year, Thanksgiving and
Every
Christmas.
That's true. Yeah. I am
At least
interested. Yeah.
at least the Detroit Lions are good this year. So that'll be fun. Um, and
Are you going to be
then
home? Or are you going to be in
yeah,
Frederick?
I'm
Yeah.
home. So I oh yeah, I don't really want to get into it, but I get to be around this will be probably the first time in a year and a half I might be around my entire family, immediate family in a long time. And so that's gonna be pretty interesting. But then the next week, we're going down to go visit Laura's family, and I'm really excited about that because Wes doesn't get to see those grandparents too often, so it's always a lot of fun.
Is her family doing good?
Is my family doing good?
No, is her family doing good? I should say
Loaded.
well, but
Yeah, yeah. Loaded question. There's been a lot of hard medical diagnoses this year that have not been good. And it's been really hard kind of digging through that, and being 4.5 hours away from your other family is really hard. So and for folks that have listened for a long time, so Wes was sick for a little while, and so like it makes it even harder to travel, and he's now bigger and older and different, so traveling with him's a little easier now than it has been before, but still is tough. So yeah, thanks for asking. Her mom's a MFing trooper and is one of the strongest people I know and determined people to get well. So we'll see how that all continues to play out. But what about you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
well, you still have the holidays. The holidays. I mean, that's what I've learned from people who have been sick before, is like the holidays are very precious. You have to very much appreciate them as they happen.
Yeah, the I think I've gotten more, shocking nobody and surprising nobody. I would rather say F the holidays and let me get more time outside of those things. But
Right.
it's like the
Yeah.
holidays are important for her side of the family, and we love just being around them and all of these things. So it's like it's really good we get to do that. But man, I would just love a slow Saturday without having to talk about cancer. That would be super awesome.
You should
So
just go up there, man. Spend a
no, I,
random
I know,
weekend.
I know, but it's like that's the things, like the holidays are the easier thing to plan and whatever. But yeah, it's like it doesn't have to be. I'm not a holidays or bust guy. So,
Yeah.
but don't avoid the question. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, well, I will work. Yes, I will work. That's um I will most likely work. It appears as though I will work on Thanksgiving. Um our friends uh Lee and Gail. Lee and Gail actually invited me over after when I am done working
Nice.
um to talk about how they kicked you out of the Eagles Club the night before.
I was gonna say shout out to that establishment, but I'm gonna say shout out to Radcliffe Realty Group, friends of the show,
Season 4 sponsor.
landlords of the Could Be Better Studios. So it's
That
it's amazing.
That's true. So I don't know if I'll be done with work before then, but if I'm
Yeah,
not, I mean it could very the thing about being um living a career in journalism now, this is my 20th year doing this professionally.
that's crazy.
Um you don't like holidays or you just that's just not it, you know. And for me, and this may come we'll give a tease for the season finale. Tune in for the season finale for the big announcement. But for me, this may change imminently. Again, tune into the season. We need teasers. We
Dun
need
dun
people to
dun.
come back.
Yes, we do.
But this year at least, I think it'll just be another one of those working days. News doesn't stop. Um, I'll watch football. I'll bet on football, and that'll be it. Yeah,
Lines the cover, right? Use promo code could be better at FanDuel.
that's DraftKings. Yeah, DraftKings use Chris Perry West. That's the promo code.
um, are you going to see your family or do anything else for that weekend, or are you just hang out with Lee and Gail?
No, yeah. If it's anything, it will be Lee and Gale. If it's anything, and I don't even know if it'll be that. It will be here's the thing. Here's the thing about Thanksgiving Day. People want to eat at a certain time, correct? They
Always
do.
1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something. Who eats at three
Right.
o'clock? You do, apparently.
Well, my thing is I won't be freed up until after, I don't know, 3:30, something like that. I don't want to hold them up from eating their turkey. If they're going to eat, go eat. And that's what I'm going to say to them, but we don't know. The landlords, the people who pay the bills for the Could Be Better studios, we don't really know. So on top of that, um yeah, I will probably just, I mean, that's, are we getting pizza on Black
Yeah,
Friday?
I was just at that was my thing. I was like, number one, I don't think people care what time you show up. I think people just want you there. So, if
Oh,
someone's
well,
going to be like, well, plates are on the table at 3:15, and if you're not there, then you can get bent. It's like, okay, fine, cool, whatever. And I don't know who sounds like that in your family, but probably somebody. But so yeah, if you get an offer, just go, because I think people just want you there, and I'm sure they'll have a plate. And as long as it's good food, I mean, I didn't get an invite from Stitch this year. Did you?
oh, that's, yeah, well, that's another, yeah, we got to talk about that off air,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
off
that's
air.
but
Second
that's
thing,
that. Go ahead.
I hear you. I hear you. I know.
No,
I
go
know.
ahead.
Second thing is, I mean, I do you want to do lunch someplace festive, not just the Pizza Blitz?
Well, there was a time. Do you remember when we celebrated and we had a fancy lunch at the
We
tasting room?
It was an amazing lunch and affordable. And our
Was
sponsored,
it really? I don't remember.
yeah, I want to say it was like $40, but it was like
That's
it was
fine.
a good lunch. We each got like a sample of things. We did the thing where I got a cool sandwich and I ate half of it, and then I gave you the other half, and it
We
was
split.
awesome.
Yeah, we did
We
the
were a
gayest thing we've ever
we
done.
full couple. It was amazing. But yeah, we should do that again for Thanksgiving this year, because as people know, or they might not know, like, you're moving, right? Like we talked about that like last episode or 2 episodes ago. And
I lit.
so
Yeah, I did not think anybody would take stock of that, but it turns out your friend Corey, my friend Corey, because I know he listens,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
love Corey.
We all love Corey. And
I love him, but he
yeah,
called me out on that. He called me out on that. He said, "Oh,
on
you're
air.
moving." Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. Well, who does he think he is?
He thinks
Singer
he's
of local.
Brandon.
I think his name's Brent, actually. It's Brent.
I
For
think
people
he's
that don't,
Brett.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
there goes the bomb.
Yeah. So I like to say thank you, Andrew, for coming into the studios and doing this. It was really fun. For people that missed his episode from this season, it was another special, fantastic one. And I don't think we talked about the Frederick Food Truck Festival, so it was really special. Andrew, we love you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for having the creative spirit to write songs that just make Colin and I cry and hug each other close. So we're thankful for you today on this day where people killed a lot of people to take their land and to make
Wow.
dinners about it. And
Didn't have to go there.
but we're grateful that you exist, Andrew. Much love to everybody listening, and happy Turkey Day to you all.
It's been the basis of my life. Time keeps running out of time. Put the key, but it drives itself. There 1 minute and gone the next. From across the street, I need you. Right from the start, I need you. Can you ever slow down? Fixed in place like a stone in the ground. The last few years are the closest I get. Aging like every man but not know it. From across the street I need you. Right from the start I need you. Can't recognize until I seen you that I need you, and I need you. It didn't stop when I saw her. It just moves like we're underwater. I have no say in how it goes, but at this point I wouldn't want to. From across the street I need you. Right from the start I need you. Can't recognize until I seen you that I need you, and 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 I need you. Right from the start, I need you. From across the street, I need you. Can't recognize until I seen you that I need you, and I need you, and I need you.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Special Tees. Are you in a band that wants merch but does not know where to go? Are you looking for great quality and affordable pricing? Do you have a design that you'd like to put on a koozie for your favorite consumable beverage? How about office swag for your job or giveaway items for all of your events? Okay, you get the point now, but you have to look no further than Special Tees for all your heart's printing desires. The Could Be Better podcast listeners can act now and get 10% of your first order if you tell them Could Be Better sent you. Visit their website at www.special-tees.com or use the link in the show notes to get the conversation started. You can even call ahead and visit their showroom to see all types of products, everything that they offer. Again, telling them Could Be Better sent you via email, phone call, or carrier pigeon. It'll get you 10% off your first order. That's www.special-tees.com. Special Tees. If you haven't worked with them, they want to work with you.
In every single way, the 3-day call for rain, and all the friends from out of town got drunk with little help. Where my thumbprint right off while the band played. I still have a mark 3rd of May. It was the best 3 days. It was the best 3 days. And on the 4th we were too nervous to get headaches. I wore my stupid t-shirt that entire day. You left around noon so we could meet at 2. We cried in front of everyone, just me and you. It was the best 3 days. It was the best 3 days. 5 and 5, 1 and 9. Just some chances on a 10-sided die. We've got a lifetime to get it right, to get it right. Too many pancakes that no one even ate, and it started to feel like rain. It's a family trait. And I fell down the stairs. You thought I died. And on top of this peak, everything's inside. And it's the best 3 days. It was the best 3 days. It was the best 3 days. It was the best 3 days.
The Could Be Better podcast was recorded at the Could Be Better Studios somewhere in the middle of Maryland.
This state-of-the-art facility has welcomed in everyone from Ringo Starr to 50 Cent, and it can accommodate all of your podcast needs.
What?
Never mind. If you like what you hear, follow us on Instagram, Facebook Threads, and Zanga. Do not forget to check out our website, www.couldbebettermeh.com.
Also, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, if you want to make sure we come back for a 4th season. Or don't, and maybe we'll listen to you.
Well, plus don't forget to check out all of our brother and sister podcasts exclusively within the Could Be Better network.
And if all else fails, hey, at least come out to a show every now and then.
Wait, we do shows?
This is so much fun. I'm Chris Perry.
And I'm Colin McGuire. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. And don't forget, this could always be better.
The Could Be Better podcast is proud to be a part of the Could Be Better podcast network. We're passionate about creating and using these platforms to dive into topics such as exploring lo-fi, impulsive, small, and otherwise overlooked artworks and creative practices, what happened in the world this week and how to laugh through or at it, and hearing stories from musicians of all walks of life. Check out these podcasts, Could Be Better podcast, This Is Not My Magnum Opus, The Weekly with Kiki, and a brand new show with Stitcherly called The Population, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can visit couldbebettermeh.com/podcasts in the show notes to see the current shows on the Could Be Better podcast network. Let's hang out as we figure out more about ourselves, the community around us, and why Ted Lasso is the greatest show of all time.